my name's Leeza Zurwick. I'm the owner of Happy Gut Pro. I've been in business since 2017 in Castlegar, British Columbia, and we do everything water kefir. We grow the cultures themselves, we sell kits to make it yourself, and we also brew water kefir and can it in 355 ml cans. Water kefir is a culture that's been fermented. It's existed for centuries, but people haven't really been learning much about it until I've been bringing it to the forefront. So that was really the goal for me, to be the forefront leader. So these cultures, they're called grains, but they're nothing to do with grain. They're actually good yeast and good bacteria in these little tiny bits. And you put them into some coconut sugar and regular cane sugar, which is not for you to consume, but for them to consume. They eat up the sugars and they produce the live probiotics, enzymes, electrolytes, and vitamins. And then you put it into another ferment where you put a little bit of fruit or fruit juice, and it continues to eat up all of the sugars and build the CO2. I wanted to learn how to make kombucha, and it was an underground world of how to make kombucha or where to get the cultures themselves. I never knew anybody who had a SCOBY, but one day I was at my sister-in-law's house and she had something on top of her fridge, and I asked, "What is that?" And she says, "Oh, it's water kefir." And I was like, "I've never heard of water kefir before." And she's like, "All the nurses drink it." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I was in education at the time," and I'm like, "Oh, well, all the teachers need to drink." And she's like, "Us nurses love it." So I took it home, started making it. Sure enough, I didn't get sick a single time that year. And then one night I was watching the news, and the American Health Association came on the news and announced that probiotics were now proven that there was a gut health connection between the gut and the brain. And that was the night my company was born. Kombucha takes 15 days to make, and it's a lot more sour and pungent. Water kefir is a very nice flavor, nice sweet, more like a soda. I've had numerous challenges because fermentation has a mind of its own. So controlling fermentation so that it doesn't get overactive is a constant beast that we are fighting every single day. So it's made the company a very interesting endeavor for me to take on. Being a woman in business has some challenges, but I'm a super driven person and really into girl power. So my employees are very, very powered women as well. You have to be very strong in order to work in a brewery, physically and mentally, working with a product that is not predictable. Being a woman in business for us is actually very empowering. Last year I did a cohort with WBC where it was 12 women from the Kootenays all came together, and we did a 9-week program. It was so empowering to talk to other women who are in the same shoes. And then we had a retreat at the end where we all came together physically and spent the weekend together, and it was amazing. Lifelong friendships were formed. Being an entrepreneur is very lonely. I'm a very people person, and so I find it to be very lonely at times. Connecting with other women in business, these are my people, and they are the ones who know and can totally relate to what I'm going through as a business person. In a small community, we really don't have networking events where you get to go meet other people. I am one of the only people producing food in Castlegar. 1.5 years into business, I had the privilege of being on Dragon's Den. It was a good experience. I was only 1.5 years into business, so you can watch it on season 14, my episode. I did get shortlisted last year to go back on again. I would really like to go back on and have another shot at it. So the reason you should drink water kefir is because it is full of live probiotics. And by full, I mean when you eat a yogurt, you get 2 billion live probiotics. Water kefir has over 30 billion live proven probiotics.